narrow versus wide focus. What I mean by that is if somebody has, let's say, a very wide focus, they could be thinking about their life as a whole. That's about as big as I think you can get on the continuum, is I'm focused on my whole life. Or you could focus on the meal that I'm making for my family right now, or this, I don't know, it could be something like this blog post that I'm writing, or this video that I'm shooting, or whatever it is.
Looming atomic war.
Yeah, or there's so many aspects where this could apply, right? If you're applying it, you could be thinking about your career as the wide focus.
Okay.
Or you could narrow down and
one
go,
aspect
this
of your career.
Relationship with this one client that I know is going to make a difference. And I think this is one of those things where probably if you think of the continuum as a slider, you're probably going to move around a lot. There are times to focus and there are times to be wide angle and in fact, that's a good metaphor. Zoom lens, wide angle. So zoom lens is when we're looking at the fine details, and then the wide angle is when we're just zooming out like Jack the Zoomer. How often do you find that you take a very wide angle lens approach to something you're doing? You're a big picture guy.
Yeah, all the time.
And I should say, there are times when you can nail right down, zone right in on something. Like
right, like if I'm looking for a piece of music for a specific moment.
Oh yeah,
like a recording. Yeah.
In fact, so we'll put a link in the description here because I'm sure it'll be out by the time this is published. Cydonia, the latest Hypnosis track that
the prequel to Journey to the Castle.
Journey to the Castle is free. MikeMandelHypnosis.com/castle. I'm not sure if we're going to just bundle the two. Anyway, go there. You might get Cydonia, or we'll put a link in the description so you can download Cydonia as well.
And you listen
but
at your own
you wrote a script, then you recorded it, then you selected all the music and
all the sound
effects, when you were looking at that script and thinking to yourself, okay, what kind of music do I want to go along with this? You're completely focused.
Yeah, you're right.
On
that is a zoom
thing.
in, and I know I'm massively large chunk guy, but you're right. As long as I go from large to minuscule, I can do that. I can't start with the small. As you know, when we use Slack in our business and you open Slack and
it just feels like,
easy. To me, it's a bundle of spaghetti. And I'm just going, what the F is this? You know, I just can't start there.
Yeah, actually, the bundle of spaghetti metaphor is perfect. You know what it made me think of?
Food?
Okay, so I have 2 daughters and they like jewelry. And over the years, there have been so many times where they'd come to me with some sort of little necklace thing.
Tangled.
That had, big freaking tangled ball of mess. Now, when you first look at that, you go, it's overwhelming. So if you take too wide of a focus sometimes, plural, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
So what I have to do is zone in and be like, okay, I see one area where I use usually my fingers.
No. I'm a master at
needle
this.
is
Heather
a good
always sends
idea.
me, dude, I can get the most horrible knots undone.
But you have to zone in on
really
one
close.
little aspect, and you have to repeat that process over and over and over until you untangle the whole big massive ball of spaghetti.
They said testicular surgeons have the same problem. Do I go for the entire ensconcement that can be disenfranchised, or do I specialize in one area of the vas deferens tubes?
That is good. I really like that. That's very okay. I can't believe we worked that in so easily.
What's the accuracy?
It actually fits in. It actually fits in really well with the sliced bologna incrementalism stuff that we've talked about in the past, right? Because if you think about a wide lens, there's too much. You need to zoom in and attack problems baby steps at a time. So in a sense, are you doing a big chunk or are you zoomed in on a little chunk? There's your continuum. So think about where this applies to your life and see how it invites you to make some necessary changes. I think that is cool.